This week's bonus episode is one you do not want to miss. A bit of context. About 10 years ago, Dean and I bought this gorgeous old apartment right in the heart of Málaga, my hometown. It's a total gem, a grand old building with just 4 neighbors, and each apartment takes up an entire floor. So you can imagine it's full of history, charm, and that classic Spanish grandeur. Over the years, we've been slowly restoring our place, but like most old buildings in Spain, not much had been touched since it was built, about 150 years ago. After years of meetings and a lot of convincing, I finally got everyone in the building to agree to restore the whole thing. Everything was finally falling into place until it wasn't. The quality of the work turned out to be shockingly bad, and I've spent months flying back and forth to Spain to try to sort it all out. We even decided to include marble restoration on our 12 balconies, and just when I thought everything was finally back on track, I flew back to England, and that's when things took a very unexpected turn. I just had the worst call. It could not have come in the worst time. I left Spain having had a meeting with the builders explaining how to put the marble in our balconies. You probably have seen we received marble to put in our balconies. It was a one-off chance that we could ever do it, so we decided to go ahead. I've been in England for 4 days and they just rang me to say they're not going to be putting it down unless I'm there in person to make sure they're doing it correctly. With the addition pressure, the scaffold is going down in 5 days' time, which means that unless they get it done with the scaffold, they're not going to get it done. And we will have all of this marble without ever being able to be put in place. I am extremely stressed because I just cannot afford the time to go to Spain again. Guess where I'm going? Back to Spain. Is day one of marble situation, and I've already had a meeting with them. It's 7 o'clock in the morning, and I already called them and I said, like, come here. I'm going to tell you exactly how to do it, because as your boss has basically made me buy a very expensive flight to come over to supervise the jobs, I am going to supervise it, and I'm going to tell you how to do it. So initially they want to be cutting the marble about, and I said, no, I don't want any of that. I want the size of the marble exactly how it is. I want to kind of go on the wall, and then we will slice it. And then they're going to work on that. I'm going to time them, because then I don't want to have any excuse like, oh, it took us days, It maybe takes them less. So we'll see. Obviously, I'm helping out, supervising and helping them clean and move things, but it's generally been about 40 minutes and they're already putting the adhesive down to put them down. So when they rang me, the owner was like, that's going to take 5 hours a day per balcony. I was like, no, it's not. So anyway, 40 minutes per balcony, so they cannot try to get us to pay additional money as they were intending. And sometimes now I'm glad I'm here. I'm hoping that this gets done in 2 days, and then I've got more days that I can just focus on work and get other things done. So I'm going to show you how bad these balconies are at the moment, because I feel like when they did them, they didn't finish them off and they are kind of coming apart. So you can see this one is how it was, and look, can you see it's all deteriorating? So with the marble, and the other one is as well, the same, it's kind of like a stone that was not finished off correctly. So now you can see the one marble over there, and it just looks much nicer. Let me show you. I'm gonna jump
So this is the scaffold. I am currently in the air. So you can see that these three have been done. Look how beautiful, look how lovely. How lovely. It's just so worth it, right? It needs to be finished off. And they need to do this one. I've got the marble here ready. This one, that's Danteo's room. This is our room. Can you see that? The cities, we have got so many problems with pigeons. They are everywhere and they sleep and poo everywhere. And we said like put a lot of the pigeon things. Anyway, I'm just going around very carefully. This is all of these big corner buildings. That used to be the morning parlor, and this is our bedroom now because we said like let's make it fancy. So all of these needs to as well be put, but it's very tight. And then come here. You see, this is where I was talking about the pigeons. Pigeons, they normally tend to kind of go up there, and so we said like we want pigeon spikes everywhere because basically what happens is like they sleep there, then they have nearby they have got babies, and then the babies come back and everything is a mess. And then we've got these other two, which is a bathroom and my mom's room. So I was just thinking that I'm just gonna get their cutting machine and I'm gonna start doing some prep work for them because I do not comprehend why they are not, first they're not detail orientated at all, which is very annoying, and they don't have a plan. So this morning it was 7 o'clock and I said, okay guys, let's start. What do you guys need to do? Let's you know, how are you gonna do it? Oh, we'll see. And it's like, no, we won't see. You're going to take the marble. We're going to, you know, just be doing a little bit of work on the walls, taking the walls out a little bit so there is movement, cutting that section of metal, and then just putting it. It's just that easy. I've gone down to the second floor to see it from under here. So you can see this section here we're removing, but they were only decorative because you can see from here they're not even touching the floor. So I think that we might just leave them without. It looks quite nice if it's like, you know, just, although probably they were meant to kind of like touch. You can see on another one here, I don't want to fall. On this one here, that they had a piece of wood, probably to kind of like, but I think we can put something different. I just want to get it done myself. I hate waiting for people. I think I'm going to do it myself. Should I do it myself? If I prep everything, then tomorrow they just can just get on with it and then do it. I think I'll do it. I just want them to get it done. They've only done 3 in a day because now they're working as well, like intensive hours. And I've been kind of like checking how long they're doing balcony, and it's taking them an hour and a half tops. So I thought, well, if I prep it, at least they can just like come in and start putting the marble straight away. I'm gonna see if I've got everything they need, and I might just cut them.
I am absolutely sweating buckets. Look at that. I'm on my last balcony. I just decided to kind of just carry on, get it done, so then they don't have an excuse to not rush tomorrow. I want it done. So I thought, like, as I'm dirty and sweaty, I'll better just carry on and finish, have a shower, and then start working. Because I'm child free, I'm gonna use these days to go through a whole, looking after myself. So I'm gonna shave now. My mom has done my eyebrows. And I am going to shave and I'm going to put like a face mask on with her. I want to have my hair cut. My mom is saying that she's going to treat me to something on my face because I really want to have Botox for my forehead. But I think there are different ways of not having it, like more natural stuff. So she said that she knows someone that can do like something. And that together with my face mask, the red lights and stuff, I'm hoping I can just like delay up, stretch myself. This is not a flashback of when I was 20 years old. It's just the power of shaving my beard. So my mom and me, we used to do like a lot of like beauty stuff together. I'm surprised that she didn't know I was gay.
Y ahora te voy a poner una mascarilla de oro.
Now a gold mask from Poundland.
No es de Paula, es esto.
You see, yesterday I was so stressed of coming over for like the marble. Now I've cut marble, I was so dirty, and now it all started because I was like, oh my god, I've cut, and it was like so full of like my pores were like black. So I was like, I think we need to clean them, and then we just build up into doing a bit of like hydration for my face. So it's only been about 45 minutes since they arrived this morning, and they're already working on this on balcony number 2. So obviously it seems that the work they did yesterday is what they didn't want to do, and they were delaying to do because now they are cracking on. So I'm just hoping that they get pretty much all done today. So I'm coming with my mom to go for a walk, but also there is a potential finca, which is like a lot of land very near to our house. And I was like, let's go and have a look, and also we take it as like a place to walk. I'm just spotting it and I can see wild horses, which I've never seen that before. This is the entrance to the finca, and it's got like a little metal, and then you go down here. That you can see there, that's 3 houses, they belong. The horses, we don't know if they're wild or they belong here. Los de los caballos bajando por el camino. Hay varios. If you hear anything, it's the crickets. This is like the first sort of like house, which is kind of like the gatehouse, which I think they must have something inside there. This kind of carries on, and then there's a loop, and then it goes back in itself to kind of get into the houses. So I will show you once we get into the houses. I've got my mom, look at her, like she's the country woman with her back. She's regretting so much coming for a nose. She's I wanted to show you the old houses, but there is like 10 horses down there, and I'm like, can you see that the house is right behind it? But I'm scared that the horses are gonna attack me or something. I know that they're not meant to do any of that, but I don't know the horses, so I'm thinking like I'm gonna play safe. And because the owner basically said to me like I could just walk around, I don't think that will be one that even if we were able to, we could go for it. It's a very long, I was thinking, how do you do the building work here? That'll be like insane. So I'm gonna take it as such a lovely area to come by, and I'm gonna say, love you, bye. I feel a bit bad that I never showed you around inside the previous house, so I thought I'll take you somewhere a little different instead. Here's another cortijo we looked at a few months ago. It was less than an hour from our apartment, tucked away in the rolling hills, and we absolutely fell in love with the area and the place itself. This 200-year-old house was originally built for the workers of the olive groves that stretches for miles in every direction. Out here, the real value isn't the building itself, it's the land, the acres of ancient olive trees that surround you. It's the kind of place where time feels slower, where you can hear the breeze moving through the branches and the distant sound of the church bells at noon. The cortijo was small, really small, only 3 meters wide, but it had such beautiful charm about it. Dean started sketching out ideas for what we could do with it, how we could make the most out of the narrow layout. He drew up a plan with a master bedroom on one end with an ensuite and a walk-in wardrobe. And then 2 smaller bedrooms on the other side connected by a bathroom in the middle. We imagined opening up the space with loads of French doors to be able to take in the amazing views wherever we were in the house. Downstairs, a cozy sitting room with a kitchen that would always be full of noise. Of course, in reality, the house was very derelict. There were termites in the old beams, wet rot in the corners, deep cracks running through the walls, and in some places, no floors at all. The place hadn't seen running water or electricity in decades. Still, there was something about it. It had a soul. You could feel it the moment you stepped inside. We stood there for ages talking about what it could become. A place to escape to when the world feels too fast, where phones wouldn't be allowed, where we could make our own olive oil and grow vegetables in the sun. So after a lot of dreaming and a bit of number crunching, we had to admit to ourselves that this is probably not for us. The Spanish country home will have to wait a few more years. Still, it's nice to dream, isn't it? And who knows, maybe one day we will find another little cortijo waiting quietly among the olive trees, ready for its next chapter. So I'm going tomorrow morning, and I was hoping yesterday they were meant to start taking the scaffold. They started today because I wanted to show you all the stuff, all the marble, all of the hard work has been worth it. So I'm just hoping that today, if they take it down, at least to our floor, I'll be able to show you better. But I think it was worth coming just because it's been done, and that's what we needed. So anyway, another thing ticked on the list.